Okay, this video is brought to you by Discmagic, www.discmagic.net, your one-stop source for optical disc repair supplies and machines. Here's going to be a short instructional video on how to set up an RTI-ECO Auto Smart. This here is a used machine for sale from our website. All used machines that are sold by Discmagic are tested and ran either here at our facility or the RTI factory in Chicago. When you first get your Auto Smart, you need a couple things. 1 gallon of distilled water. You need to have your ECO Series Solution D handy with your measuring cup. You want a nice folded paper towel handy, and your polishing compound. First things first, we need to set up our drain. You want a 1 gallon container. It's good to use. You can also use a bucket. For waste, you're going to hook up your drain tube. Just slides on firmly. Make sure it's seated all the way. And make sure your drain tube, folks, runs smooth without kinks. If your hose is kinked up like this, the water's not going to flow. It's going to sit here and it's going to back up into the machine. It's going to cause you a lot of problems. I can't stress that enough. Make sure that drain tube flows smoothly into your waste container. Okay, we're going to set up our water. Here we have 1 gallon of distilled water. We're going to take our Solution D. This is an ECO Series Auto Smart machine. It's going to use 10 milliliters of Solution D per 1 gallon of distilled water. Please read the label. If you're using an ECO Master, ECO Junior, and ECO Smart, they all use different ratios. Please apply the correct ratio to your machine. Again, this is an Auto Smart. We're going to use 10 milliliters of Solution D water conditioner into our 1 gallon. Okay, we're going to pour that in, and you're going to want to give it a real good shake to get that mixed up. You'll notice the water kind of foam a bit. It's perfectly normal. Second part of the water system, you want to make sure your stone filter is connected into your tube firmly, and you just go ahead and drop it into the bottom of the gallon there. Polishing compound. ECO Series polish compound. Want to make sure the machine's full of compound. Read your instruction manual. Plastic container on the back of the machine here. You want it to be about 3/4 full. As the machine runs, obviously it's going to use polish. It's pretty efficient. It doesn't use a lot of polish, but when it gets down to about 1/4, you want to fill that back up to about 3/4. Keep an eye on your polish tank. Okay, water set, polish is in the machine. We've got our drain set up, power's on, and now we're going to go ahead and turn the machine on. Switch on the back of the machine. It's going to fire up, and the door's going to open. Okay, here we've already got our pads set inside our machine, but for instructional purposes, we're going to show you. All the pads are color coded. The sanding disc, you want to attach yellow to yellow, green to green, red to red. The black is your buffing pad, and inside the turret, there's going to be a yellow, red, a green mark. You want to line up the yellow sanding disc with the yellow dot to make sure it's in the correct turret position. These are magnetic. They just kind of clip in there. You'll see. Make sure they're all seated nice, and they're good to go. First things we need to do, we need to prime both the polish pump and the water pump. We're going to do that by changing the display. Currently it says 00. The machine's ready to accept the disc. We need to change that, prime these pumps, so we're going to hit the red button and the number 5 button simultaneously. It's going to change the display to show P, stands for pump. The number 1 button is going to operate our water pump. So what we want to do, we're going to turn the water pump on, and you're going to see a steady stream of water shoot down out of the nozzle here. What we're trying to do is get rid of air bubbles in the line and have a smooth, steady stream of water. So just lift up the door here and hit 1 to turn the pump on. As you can hear, the pump's pumping. You can see some water coming out. You just want to make sure all these air bubbles are up through the machine. It takes about 30 seconds usually, maybe a bit longer. You just want to see a good steady stream of water. Again, hold the door up like this. The water just kind of runs down, goes in your drain tube. Don't see any air bubbles. We get a nice steady stream of water, so we're going to shut the pump off by, again, depressing the number 1 button. Now we need to prime the polish. Handy to have your little paper towel here. Just put it right under the nozzle. Again, I like to lift the door up a little bit to help that polish flow down so it doesn't build up. And you're going to press number 2 to turn the polish pump on. Then you're going to press it again to turn the polish pump off. Okay, we want to see a nice steady stream of polish. And then we're going to turn it off. Going to rotate our towel a little bit. You'll see the polish builds up pretty fast. And it could take a good 30 seconds to a minute for polish to start flowing out to the nozzle here if it's a brand new machine. Again, we're going to turn it on just to make sure we have no air bubbles. Polish is flowing nicely. We're going to turn that back off. Our polish is primed. Wipe up any excess polish around the nozzle area, around the disc plate. Go ahead and discard that. Now we're basically ready to run some discs. Both pumps are primed. Sanding pads are into the machine. To get back to what I'm going to call home base in the machine, you're just going to hit the red button. It's going to clear it and get you out of that pump mode. And the machine's going to show 0, 0 again. Now, one tip for operation of these units: get yourself a little spray bottle, fill it with distilled water. As the machine sits overnight at your facility, you'll see the pads are going to dry out a little bit. Perfectly normal. First operation of the day, or if it's been sitting for a while, just give them a quick spray. Maintenance-wise, just make sure the inside of this tray is cleaned out. You'll see build up around here. Wipe off the front of the disc plate, and also wipe this seal area. And if you see, white polycarbonate getting built up, take these pads out and just use a little water and like a nice microfiber towel, or a lint-free towel, and just basically just normal maintenance. The machine's pretty clean. So now we're ready to run a disc. Here we've got a scratch disc, Stevie Ray Vaughan disc. It's a DVD disc. It's kind of scratched up. It's hard to see with the video camera. But here's your basic operation. Pretty light scratches, so we're just gonna run maybe a step 3 just for this video, just to show you how the machine works. Scratch disc, scratch side up. Our pumps are primed. Everything's in the machine. We're ready to go. Close the door. Hit number 3. Walk away. Now you notice as the machine's running, you'll see the display count down. On the left hand side, you're going to see the number 3, the 3, and the 30 currently right now. What this display stands for is the first number is going to be the level of repair that you've selected. For really deep scratch discs, we're going to select the number 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, etc. Number 1 being just a quick buff. This display here, we started on selection 3. That's always going to be present. The second number shows you what stage of repair it's in. So that's going to change to a 2 and then go to a 1. And obviously the time here is going to show you what's left in each particular repair mode. We're going to watch this change just so you can see that. Now it's just switched to the number 2 stage. I'm just going to run that number 2 stage for 30 seconds. As you can see, the machine runs very quiet. RTI Auto Smart allows you to put a disc in and walk away, go about your daily duties, run the video game store, video store, etc. It's a totally hands-free operation. And all supplies for the ECO series disc repair machines are available on our website. And if you ever have any questions, give us a call or send us an email. We're here to help. A couple more seconds on stage 2, and it's going to switch to stage 1, the buffing stage, and finish the repair. Our disc repair cycle is almost done. About 10 seconds left. With the Auto Smart series machines, as with all ECO series machines from RTI, the disc is going to come out clean, dry, no wiping, ready to go in its case. These 3 beeps alert you that the disc repair cycle is completed. As you can see, perfectly clean disc, no wiping needed. Rave on, ready to go back in the case, on the shelf for rental or for sale. We hope this instruction video was informative to you. Again, www.discmagic.net. Please do not hesitate to call or email us with questions. Thank you.